Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible to everyone, right? So, can I get response in the chat box, please? Yeah. So, thank you for your response. I hope you guys able to hear me. So, we are going to start the session at exactly 7:05. I'm just waiting for some other students to join. So, I hope you guys understood. Okay. So, we'll start exactly by 7:05 the PM. Yeah. So we're going to start now. So good evening to everyone. The first of all, so myself Murli here. So I want to know how many you guys joined today. I'm to say you are attending first session today. So can I see? Can you please raise your hands so that I can able to understand how many guys attended today the first session? Okay, 7, 8. Is it 10 students so far? Okay, 15 and 16, 17, 20. So I'm asking that today is your first session in this time slot. Yeah. Yeah. Out of 87, I can see 20 of you guys are in it today, first session. Okay. Yeah. So thank you very much for your response. Okay. So let me introduce myself. Myself, Murli Mohan here. I'm the DevOps trainer. I have overall 8+ years of experience. From past 5.5 years, I'm working with the DevOps. Okay. So this is the introduction. If you'll ask me, I have delivered so far 30+ batches, and also I'm working as a professional corporate trainer. So you know, right, guys, what is my corporate training? So if we take Wipro and if we take Tech Mahindra, if we like big MNCs companies, they're going to hide the batches and they're going to train on particular technology. So they're going to hide this resource from the outside. They're going to train the students in this particular technology. That we can call it as a corporate trainer. Okay. So thank you very much for response, all these things. So we can start the today's session. So it is all about, I'm going to explain one small topic today. So the actual course is going to be start from tomorrow. Okay. So I'm not at shared my screen. Okay. Nothing to worry. Yeah, it is batch is going to be start from tomorrow. And today is the last demo session, I think so. So if you have any queries, you can just unmute yourself and you can ask the end of the session. So it will be, I'm going to unmute everyone by 8:10 so that if you have any questions or any concerns, if you want to talk with me or you want to interact with me, or if you have any questions, related to your career or related to this course, you can always, unmute and we can talk by, last 20 minutes of the class. Yeah. So thank you very much. I'm going to start this today's session. Let me share my screen. And yeah. So I hope you guys can able to see my screen, right? Yeah. So in today's session, I'm going to explain about what is storage, and if you want to store something in this particular cloud, how can we store anything on the clouds? That is what we're going to study in this particular today demo session. So this is a small topic. I just give the explain about what is a storage and what it is related to Amazon Web Services. And if you want to store any kind of videos or project related codes or or Word document or Excel documents or PDF documents, anything related to your particular project, where we are going to store in this particular cloud. So that is what the topic we are going to discussing today's session. So if you want to explain about before this particular concept, I want to explain about what is storage first of all. What is storage? Yeah. So I hope everyone can able to see my screen. So we are going to start the concept called as a simple storage service. So it is one of the AWS service. I just wanted to explain how can we deploy a static website inside the S3 service. So S3 is nothing but a simple storage service. For example, you want to deploy a static website. How can we deploy? And we'll see this what is meant by static website and what is meant dynamic website. So for example, you want to, you want to purchase a domain name, where you're going to purchase a domain name. So these are all the things we are going to cover it up in this particular today's session. So we'll discuss about, first of all, what is storage. So what is meant by storage basically? So if we take the hard disk, okay, and nowadays everyone we are using SSD, and also we are going to use the pen drives, right? There is like external pen drive. For example, you want to carry the data from one place to other place, or you want to store your personal images, or you want to store your documents, or you want to store your project related things. You want to carry from one place to other place. we used to store the data in this particular pen drives, or else we can use the, like, we are going to purchase external hard disk. Let's say the cost of, like, if we take the 500 GB, so it will be around the 5,000 rupees. Okay. That is how we can able to store any kind of particular related information or data. For example, I want to store my project details. I want to store my project details. So if I want to store my project details, I want to carry this data from India to, the UK, from India to one US, wherever I'm going to travel. I want to carry all the information from one place to other place. How can we carry this information from one place to other place? So it's very simple. So we are going to purchase a hard disk. We are going to purchase hard disk, and we are going to store all the information related to your project. We are going to store all the information related to your project. So once you store all the information related to your project, so on this external hard disk, and wherever you're going to travel, you have to carry this personal external hard disk. Let's see, for example, you forget this particular hard disk. Somewhere you lost it. Somewhere you lost it, or somewhere you forgot, this particular hard disk. What is going to be happen? That time, what is going to be happen? So for example, you're going to lost this external hard disk, or you're going to forget somewhere this hard disk. There is some valuable information available inside the hard disk. So it is a huge loss for your particular company wherever you're going to working. For example, you're working in a particular company, so definitely is a huge loss for your particular company. The client is not going to trust the next time. So because that much valuable information it is available in this particular the hard disk. Now, I don't want to do such kind of things. I don't want to lose my data. I don't want to forget my hard disk. So wherever I'm just going somewhere also, I have to store all my information. I have to store all my information. I just need to access all the information through the web browser. How it is able to access all the information to the web browser? For example, if you go to Google Drive, if you go to the Google Drive, so once you create a Gmail account, how much space they are going to give? Let's say they're going to give like a 15 GB. So there is a recent update, like they're going to give like a 1 TB, the drive space, but it is not still, it is not updated. As of now, we are just, they're giving like a 15 GB is a free of cost. So once it is filled with the data or videos or any information with the 15 GB, if you want to store additional, let's say, for example, I'm using 100 GB storage. I'm using 100 GB storage. See, for example, I will show you. So I'm using 100 GB in my, the Google Drive. Every month I'm paying some amount. See, once you click on this Google Drive here, so I will show you how much storage I'm using. So basically they are going to give 15 GB. So if you look at my screen now, how much it is, like a 100 GB storage I'm using. So if I'm using 100 GB, every month I have to pay some amount. Let's say, for example, every month I'm paying this 130 rupees. So if we'll go with year plan, so 1 year plan, there'll be different the cost we have to pay for this particular 1 year. Like if you opted for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, based on the year term, based on the plan, the cost is going to be changed from 1 month to 2 months, 2 months to 3 months, or 1 year to 2 year, 3 years, 3 year, like that. There are different plans. We have to subscribe those plans. So this is what the general words, how we can store the information and how can we retrieve the information from this particular Google Drive. For example, there is let's say, for example, 5 TB data, it is available with me. I want to store everything on this particular cloud. I want to store all the information. Let's say whatever the information it is there, I want to store all the information on the cloud. How can we store all the information on the cloud? That's my question now. How can we store this particular 5 TB data or 5 TB information on the cloud? So once you store in this particular cloud, so we can able to access this data 24/7. We can able to access the data 24/7. So if you travel to Mumbai, if you travel to Australia, if you travel to New York, if you travel to Canada, wherever you're going to travel, so we can able to access the information through this particular cloud. Let's show you how can we access this information, how can we upload, all these details we are going to discussing now. So if you want to store this information, there is a service called as a S3 service. There is a service called as S3 service. What is meant by S3 service? S3 is nothing but a simple storage service. So in this particular simple storage service, so what is the definition of this particular S3 service? Let me explain what is meant by S3 here. S3 is a secure and a durable and highly scalable object storage. See, what is meant by secure here? Secure is nothing but what are the information you're going to store on the cloud. Okay. So third party people, they should not access your information. Let's say hackers, they want to hack some information and they want to do some, the financial transaction, or they want to have some, information related to your project. Definitely it is a huge, defect to your particular, company. That is the reason only whatever this information you're going to store on the cloud, it should be very secure. And third party people, they should not access this particular information, whatever you're storing on the cloud. That is what we can call as a secure. So we'll see going forward in the now regular sessions, what is meant by secure, what algorithms they are going to use, whether they're going to use the SHA algorithms, they're going to use a RSA algorithm, they're using some different algorithms. So everything we'll discuss on the our regular classes. So let's see durable here. What is meant by durable? Durable is nothing but how long the data is available on this particular the bucket, that we can call it as a durability or durable. Durable is nothing but how long the data is available on this particular the bucket, that we can call it as a durable here. And what is meant by highly scalable here? See, whenever you can see the word, the code is scalable, it is related to your storage. For example, you want to store 5 GB file, or you want to store 5 TB file, or you want to store 10 TB file. So everything it is possible to this particular S3 service. That is what we can call it as a highly scalable object storage. So S3 is very easy to use with a simple web service interface. After 5 minutes, I'm going to show you what is meant by a simple web service interface. How can we able to access this particular S3 here? So we can able to store any amount of data, and we can able to retrieve any amount of data from anywhere on the web. Okay, as I mentioned before that, if you're going to travel Mumbai, if you're going to travel Australia, if you're going to travel Sydney, or if you're going to travel some other country, wherever you go, we can able to access all the information in this particular S3. That is what we can call as a simple storage service. So let me discuss some more things about S3 here. So as I'm discussing about the theoretical concept, after 5 minutes, I'm going to show you practically how can we able to create a bucket, how can we upload the object, how can we access to outside people, that everything we can able to discuss after 5 minutes. Now see, S3 is a safe place to store your files. Okay, it is object-based storage. So whatever we have discussed so far. So what we discussed so far, we discussed about what is storage and what is information, what is data, and we discussed about where we can able to store if you want to store the bulk amount of data. Okay, that is what we discussed so far. Okay, anyone have any questions so far? Are you able to understand the concept? Can I see the response in the chat box? The clear, sir. Fine. Yes, fine. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So thank you very much for reference. Okay. So thank you for your feedback. I will just go a little bit slow. So I hope you guys can able to, follow my tempo. Fine. See what we can see, the web interface. What is mean by web interface? Basically, web interface is nothing but it's like a Google Chrome, and we can able to access through so like Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox. Like we have different types of web browsers out there. If you'll go to Mozilla Firefox, you'll go to Microsoft Edge, if you'll go to Google Chrome, or if you'll go to some other browser also, you can able to access this particular information, whatever you can able to store on the cloud. That we can call it as a web interface service to store and retrieve any amount of data from anywhere on the web. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. When you go to the next slide here, and here also we are going to discussing about some more details about S3 here. S3 is a safe place to store your files. So you may ask the question like, how can we say that it is a safe place to store your files? Because if you're using the cloud services, if you're using the S3 services, I can assure that whatever the information you're going to store in the cloud, it is very secure. Why? Because whatever the algorithms they are going to use, this cloud people, it is already updated algorithm. For example, if there is a new algorithm came into the market which protects your data 100%, so definitely they're going to purchase algorithm, they're going to implement on this particular AWS services. Why? Because the customer satisfaction is very important, and the customers, they believed on us, they are going to store all the information on the cloud. Okay, so we have to keep the trust between the customers and organizations. That then only we are going to do the business. See, the business always depends on that how much trust you are going to give to the customers. For example, you're going to purchase any products in the Flipkart, and you are going to purchase any products on the Amazon or in a Myntra. So which e-commerce website you're going to use more? We are going to use the more websites like, Amazon.com or Flipkart.com. We are going to place so many orders. Why? Because whatever the products they are going to deliver to the customers, it is 100% genuine products, and they're not going to blame the customers. Okay. So I'm seeing some of the stories like, instead of iPhone, I got a brick. Instead of iPhone, if I place some shoes and all, I'm getting different products, all these things we can see. We used to see the stories in the Facebook or, the LinkedIn or Instagram somewhere. But it is not like a trust between the customer and the organization. If you're going to order iPhone, it should be deliver iPhone to the customers. That is what we can see, the trust between your organization to the customers. Same thing here also. When you want to upload any files and we want to store any information on the cloud, so we are going to promise to the customers what are the information you're going to store, what are the project details you're going to store on the cloud. It should be always available to the customers, and it is a 100% safe place. That is where we can able to store all the files. How it what is meant by object based storage? See, we can see there is a word called as a object based storage. Now, if you want to upload any files like PDF documents, Word document, XML, Excel file, and you're going to upload any videos, or if you're going to upload any audio files, whatever you're going to upload, all these files, audio files, video files, what we can going to call it as a object based storage. This work can call it as a object. If you're going to upload any kind of file, if you're going to upload any video, or if you're going to upload anything, we're going to use all these things, object based storage. So I hope everyone know about Netflix, right? What is a Netflix actually? It is a streaming company. So if you want to watch the latest movies, or you want to watch some old movies, Hindi movies, Hollywood movies, and Tollywood movies, what are the movies you want to watch? Where we're going to watch here? We are going to watch on Netflix. See, Netflix also it is using a AWS only. I will show you how much bill they are going to pay every month this Netflix company. Okay, if you go to the new tab here and you'll just type Netflix, AWS bill. So we can see how much bill they are going to pay every month. See, approximately the Netflix is they're going to pay around 1 million each month. So you can assume that how much storage they're going to use this particular S3. If you use this particular Netflix also is using a S3 service. Why? Because see, for example, there is a new movies coming up. So let's see, we have the new movie coming up, a Godfather, some other movie they want to release in the Netflix. What they can do is nothing but once there is a deal between the producer and this particular Netflix company, what they can do is nothing but they will create a bucket inside the SD storage, and they will going to upload this. They're going to upload this entire movie in this particular bucket. So what we can do that who are subscribed, I mean to say who are paid money and they purchase the plan like a yearly plan and a monthly plan. So to them only we have to give access. That is the reason only they're going to go with this particular S3 service. Netflix company also they're using S3 service only to store and release their movies in this particular internet. That is the why it is to a very secure this S3. We'll go to the next the topic. So next point here. What is the next point here? The files can be 0 bytes to 5 TB. See, what is meant by 0 bytes to 5 TB? It is for all files? No. It is like, the one file size, or also we can see the files can be from 0 bytes to 5 TB. I mean to say one file size can be 0 bytes to 5 TB. So when you are going to use a graphical user interface, what is meant by graphical user interface? If you're going to upload any object through graphical interface. Now we have what we are using here. I'm using the Windows operating system. When you're using the Windows operating system, how can we access the S3 here? We have to go to this Google Chrome and we have to log into aws.amazon.com. So we are going to upload any object through the GUI, graphical user interface. The file size can be up to 0 bytes to 5 TB. So if we go with the CLI, what is my CLI here? CLI is nothing but a command line interface. What is my command line interface? So we will go to Linux operating system, Unix operating system, Red Hat operating system. These are all operating system we are going to call it as a command line interface because whenever you want to interact with your interface, we just need to talk about command line interface. So we're going to use this CLI. If you want to upload any files using the CLI, the file size can be from 0 bytes to 5 GB. So this is about a 1 GB file. It is not about all the files. It is about only one file size I'm talking about. So there is a unlimited storage. For example, you want to use a 10 TB, 5 TB, 20 TB, and based on your requirements, based on the client requirements, we are going to use this Prakara, unlimited storage. Unlimited storage is nothing but how much you want, we can able to store the data inside this Prakara S3. So and also I just wanted to remind that this is a paid service. This is not a free of cost. So how many hours you're going to store, and this one Prakara, they are going to charge like it's per GB wise. Okay. After a few minutes, I will show you how they're going to calculate the amount here. Now we can see S3 bucket names must be unique globally. For example, you're going to create one Gmail account. When you're going to create a Gmail account, what we can do that actually, when you're going to provide the name, when you're going to provide the name of the Gmail account, so that, for example, I want to create my Gmail account with Murli Social 123 at gmail.com. So if I enter the username called Murli Social 123, if I already taken that username, see what will happen. So it is going to show the pop-up like it is already taken someone. So we have to go with a different name. Same thing here also. This S3 concept is applicable for globally. That means, what are the username we are just going to create to say bucket name. The bucket name should be unique globally. So if somebody is taking that name, it is not going to allow the create a bucket with help of this particular bucket name. Okay. This is what about the introduction about S3 here. Okay. So whatever we have seen just now, it is all about S3 introduction. What is S3? What kind of information we can able to store? How much storage we can able to use, and what is mean by object storage. So these are the concepts we discussed as of now theoretically. Okay. Everyone clear now? Any questions over here? Okay. So let me explain what is mean by bucket name. Okay. Just give me a few minutes. Okay. So I hope everyone can able to see my screen, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. See, why it is allows only the CLI allows 5 GB is nothing but it is a standard which is going to given by the company, the AWS company. I have not set the rule. This is a rule set by this particular AWS people. So we have to ask the question why they have allowing only to upload one file size can be 5 GB. Okay, because there is a different slight variation when you want to upload any files with the GUI. It is very easy to drag and drop, or else we can click on the upload files. We can just click on the upload file. It is going to upload the file. When you're going to CLI, so obviously, you know, we have to use the enter commands. While using the commands only, we have to upload any kind of the file. Okay. If the file size can be longer, definitely it is going to take some time. So it might be the reason why the people using this particular 5 GB only. Yeah. What is mean by object based storage? See, object based storage is nothing but so it will take any kind of the video file, audio file, and if you are just going to upload any Word document, Excel document, all this we can call it as objects. Okay. So any kind of objects we can able to store in Spectre S3. That is what we can call it as a object based storage. Okay. Any other questions over here? And also if I want to mention so what is mean by object storage? It's like unstructured format. It doesn't have any structure. Like you have to upload only text files, you have to upload only PDF documents, or you want to use only the video documents, you want to upload only audio documents. No, it is not like that. It is like a unstructured format called as a objects. Okay, that is what we can call it as a object storage. Yeah, it is fine. Anyone have any other questions? Are everyone clear about this introduction? Okay, fine. So I will move on to this, I will just move on to the practically. I will show you how can we create a bucket. Okay. How can we create a bucket now? Let me explain how to create a bucket in this particular, AWS. So let me log into my AWS account. How can we log into your AWS account? Very simple here. We just need to go to the Google. Okay. Just go to here and just go to here Google and just need to type, aws.amazon.com. Once you go to this particular website, aws.amazon.com, and here we just need to click on sign into the console. Just click on the sign into the console here. Once you click on the sign into the console, and here we just need to enter our username and password. Don't worry. So I will tell you how to create a AWS account in our regular sessions. I'm just explaining about the S3 concept as of now. Okay. Just enter your password. Once you click on the sign in, it is going to log into your AWS console management. Whatever you can able to see in the screen, that we can call it as a AWS console management. So you will go to the services here. Once you go to the services, if you will go down, there is a service called as storage. Once you click on the storage here, we have option called as S3. So what is meant by S3 here? Simple storage service. Just click on this S3 here. Once you click on S3, and here we can see we are going to get the storage console, S3 console. See here, Amazon S3 store and retrieve any amount of data from anywhere. Okay, you can able to store any amount of data, and we can retrieve any amount of data from anywhere. If you go to the Sydney, if you go to the Singapore, if you go to Australia, if you go to any other countries, once you store this particular, once you store any amount of this particular bucket, we can able to access this particular bucket anywhere in the world. That what we can call as a Amazon S3 here. Now here, what is bucket here? What is bucket? So bucket is nothing but a storage unit where we can able to store any kind of objects. If you want to store any kind of objects, we have to create a bucket. See here, every object in S3 is stored in a bucket. So there is no point to store without bucket. If you want to store a bucket, yes, you have to create a bucket, and you need to upload any kind of objects inside the buckets. As I mentioned that, so Netflix also they're going to use this particular concept called as a S3 concept only. So where they're going to create a bucket and they're going to give access to all the subscribers who are subscribed to Netflix here. The same thing here also. When just click on the create here, once you click on the create a bucket, it is going to ask you some information over here. See here, we have a bucket name. What is my bucket name? So I'm just going to explain step by step process with the flow. So just concentrate here how to create a bucket. See here, I have a bucket name. So what is the bucket name here? Let me mention that bucket name. Let's see, Murali 2022. So here, before you're going to create a bucket name, we have some naming rules here. See the rules for the bucket naming here. Just click on this link here. So once you click on the link, it is going to redirect to the next page. Once you click on the link, these are the rules we need to follow when you're going to mention the name of the bucket. See, the following rules apply for the naming bucket in S3, Amazon S3. See, the bucket name must be between 3 minimum and 63 maximum character. So this is the length of the bucket. So what is the length of bucket here? 3 is the minimum, 63 is the maximum. And what is the next rule is nothing but when you want to provide a bucket name, you should not use any capital letters. You should not use any capital letters. So we have to use only the small letters when you're going to create a bucket. See here, the bucket names consists only the lowercase letters, numbers, dots, and hyphens. We should not use any special characters. We have to use only the lowercase letters, numbers, dots, and hyphens. So this what we can call as a second rule of naming convention. See here, the bucket names must not contain two adjacent periods. What is the periods here? Periods nothing but dots. Okay. The bucket names must be begin and end with a letter or a number. It should not end with a dot. Okay. It should not begin with any special characters like hyphen or a dot, comma, what it may be. So you should not be start with the bucket name end with the special character. It should be start with alphabetical numbers or it should not start with any special characters. Bucket name must not be formatted in an IP address. See, this is the IP address format. Like If you take any IP address, we are going to follow the same format. If you see 192.168.5.4, it should not be like this, your bucket name. So these are the some of the rules for your bucket name. So here I'm going to create a bucket name here. Just look at my bucket name naming convention here. I have used only alphabets and numbers ending and starting with this bucket name. Okay. So there is a question here. So this is all about AWS and DevOps. Okay. So first we are going to discussing about AWS from tomorrow onwards. So once we discussed about AWS, after Linux commands, shell scripting, after that we are going to discussing about DevOps tools. It is like AWS and DevOps course. Okay. For information. Now here we can see have provided the bucket name is Murali 2022 here, and where we are going to create the bucket and which region we have going to create bucket. See, in AWS we have overall 25 regions are available. So if I take this worldwide, there is a 25 regions are available. So for example, I want to create a bucket in my Mumbai region, or else I want to create a bucket in Singapore region and Sydney region. It's again depends on the client requirements, which region you want to select and where you want to create a bucket. Okay. For example, I'm going to create a bucket in Mumbai region. The cost will be differ from one region to other region. The cost will be differ from one region to other region. Let's say, for example, I want to create a bucket in Sydney region. So you want to create a bucket in Sydney region, we have to select this particular option called as a ASEAN Pacific Sydney and API-Southeast 2 here. This is the AWS region. Here I'm going to create a bucket. Now here we can see there is an option called copy settings from a existing bucket. What is my copy settings from existing bucket here? See, it is copy settings from existing bucket is nothing but if you already created one bucket and you want to apply same rules to the whatever the bucket you're going to create a new bucket. So that time we are going to select the existing bucket name. I don't have any existing bucket as of now. That is the reason only I'm not going to choose this particular option. Now we can see there is a object ownership. What is my object ownership? Object ownership is nothing but, so what we discussed about objects here, it may be a Word document, it may be XML format, it may be PDF document, it may be audio file, it may be a video file, it may be source code, it may be zip file, it may be any kind of file, whichever you're going to upload in this particular S3 bucket. So that we can call it as objects. All right. Now, what is my ownership? Who is having access to see this particular objects? That we can call it as a object ownership. For example, I have my bike. Okay. Who is the owner to my bike? I am the owner for my bike. So what I can do this, I can ride, I can go anywhere in the world. I can come back with my, bike. For example, somebody is taken without my permission. So is it possible to take without my permission my bike? No, it is not possible. Same here also. So object ownership is nothing but we are going to give access to the public users who are want to see my data. So there are two options basically. If you go to anywhere, we have public and we have private. Private is nothing but what are the information I going to store in this bucket. I'm the only person I can able to read the data. I can able to edit the data. I can able to modify the data. I can able to delete the data. For example, if other person they want to store the data, if they want to see the data, what we can do that. For example, we have to provide the access to this particular user so that then only they can able to see the information whatever I stored inside the bucket. That is what the rule is. See here, ACLs is nothing but a access control list. ACLs is nothing but a access control list. So here we can see ACLs disabled and ACLs enabled. See what is my ACLs enabled here? Objects in this bucket can be owned by other AWS accounts or access to this bucket and objects can be specified using this particular ACLs. ACLs is nothing but a access control list. So once you just disable this, nobody can access the objects, whatever you're going to store inside the bucket. So what I can do, I want to access everyone. So that is the reason only I just click on this ACLs enabled here. And here we can see there is a bucket owner preferred and object writer. Okay. These are two options we have. If we'll go to select this bucket owner preferred. What is meant by this bucket owner preferred here? If you read here, if a new object is written to this particular bucket, specify that bucket owner have full control, cannot ACLs. That means, the bucket owner have the read access and he has a edit access. That means, he can able to edit this, object and he can read the object. He is only the rights he is having. That is what we can call it as a bucket owner preferred now. Now we can see there is an option we have called as a block public access settings for this particular bucket. Okay. So we this is related to objects, guys. This is related to your bucket. For example, I want to give the access to the outside people. Outside people, that time what I can do that I have to provide the block, I have to provide access to the public users. That time what we need to do is nothing but I have to unblock all the public access. I have to unblock all the public access. If you read this definition, you can able to understand what it is meant by the public access settings here. See here, the public access is granted to this bucket on the objects to the access control list. Okay. So once we unblock all the public access, the outside people, they can able to access the objects and access the bucket, whatever you're going to upload this bucket. Just click on the acknowledge this. And because, so once we unblock this, we need to select that one. See now we have option here, create a bucket. Just click on the create bucket here. See here, the bucket name, the bucket with the same name is already existed. That means, already somewhere in the world, they've already accessed this particular bucket name with this particular same name. What I can do that, I'm going to change the name here. Let me change the name here and just click on the create bucket. The bucket is going to be create. The bucket is going to be created. Now bucket is got created now. Now we can see the bucket created successfully. After that, we have see this is the bucket name and where I have created now, I have created an ASEAN Pacific Sydney region. Now, what is the access here? That means who can able to see the objects. Here, what they have mentioned here, objects can be public. That means everyone in the world, they can able to access this particular objects. That we can call it as a access here. What is the creation date here? The creation date is number 14. And when it is got created here, 2022, it is got created. Okay. Now I want to deploy a static web page inside my bucket. What is my static web page here? So let me explain what is my static web page and the dynamic web page. So for anyone have any questions here? Everyone all clear? It's clear. Uh, See guys, when you go for a DevOps engineer, yes, I will repeat once again the last one. Okay, fine, no problem. Okay, yeah, it is not for AWS admin guys. When you're going to work with a DevOps engineer, we have to work with particular services in this particular DevOps engineer. See, for example, I'm working as a DevOps in a startup company. So what I can do is nothing but I have to maintain everything in my cloud. See, for example, what the software developers, they're going to write a source code. They're going to upload into my S3 bucket. What I can do that I have to take all the source code based on S3 bucket and I have to convert into Docker images. Again, I have to push into this particular S3 bucket. Okay, that is what exactly I'm going to do in my real-time scenarios. And also, different companies have different requirements, different approaches. Okay, it is not for only the AWS admin people. They're not going to learn this AWS services. As a DevOps engineer, you have to learn some services. You have to some knowledge on the AWS. For example, if you join in a company, so as soon as you joined, they will ask you to there is a server in on-premises. All the applications they deployed in the on-premises server. So they will ask you to migrate your on-premises server to cloud. How can you do that? So who is need to responsible to do all the deployments in the cloud? So you are the DevOps engineer. You are the responsible to do and take care about your server, take care about all the deployments. That is the reason only we have to learn some services which required to become a DevOps engineer. Okay. So as per this requirements, what are the organization looking for? Based on that, we have designed the curriculum. Based on that, we design the curriculum and that services we are going to teach in this particular course curriculum. Okay. You don't need to go with the, again with AWS complete services. No. You don't require. You don't need to waste your money. Again, you go with the AWS. Here, we're going to teach the AWS and the DevOps here. Okay. Now here we can see, could you please repeat the last one? See, last one is nothing but here. What is here? Name is nothing but my bucket name. What are the name I have given to my bucket name that I can able to see here? And AWS region. What is AWS region here? I have created my bucket in Sydney region that I can able to see AWS region. Access here. Access nothing but who is having the right to see the data, right to see the information, whatever you are going to store in this particular S3 bucket. So who is having access here? The objects can be public. That means what are you going, for example, you're going to upload any PDF document? Are you going to upload any the notepad documents? Are you going to upload any PPT? Or what are you going to upload? Everything we can able to see in this particular, the bucket. How can we upload the object now? How can we upload the object? That's my question now. So if you want to upload any object, first we just click on the bucket name here. Once you click on the bucket name, now we can see there is an upload option here. Once you click on the upload, so you just need to have two options here. See, add the files and folders you want to upload to S3. For example, you want to upload the complete project folder without any changes. So at the time, what we can do that? We just click on this add folder here. Once you click on the add folder, we just need to go to this particular, any particular, if you'll go to my DevOps batch one, just click on the upload. It is going to upload all the documents here. The same thing, for example, you want to upload the Murali folder. We just click on upload. It is going to upload all the files. Now, I want to add the files now because if I want to upload add folder, it is taking some time. Let me add the files here. Just for example, I want to upload some document. Just for example, I want to upload this, commands here. Just click on, I'm going to upload this particular 14-commands document. Just click on the open here. Once you click on the open, automatically you can able to see what is the name of the file and what type of it is. Whether it is a PDF document, whether it is image, whether it is a text document, what it may be, we can able to see everything over here. Now, what is the size of the file here? Let's see, it is a 1021.0 bytes. That is nothing but my size of the file. Okay. I want a specific access to how can we done this particular job. Yes. So don't worry. We're going to discuss everything in this class. The regular classes. For example, I don't want to give access to other people. How can we do that? So we just need to simply ACS disables. We just need to disable this particular access control list, and also we no need to unblock all the access. That's what we can call it. But that is what the options we need to select over here. Now here we can see I upload this particular document that is called as 14-commands, and this is my text plain. Okay, this is my size. Now we can see the destination bucket. What is the destination bucket here? This is my destination bucket. Now here we can see the permissions here. See, once you provide the grant public read access, then only we can able to access the object to the outside people. So now click on understand the risk of grant public read access. Now click on the upload here. Once you click on the upload here, it is going to upload the document. See here, we can see uploaded succeed. Now we can see what file you uploaded, where we uploaded, what is the file size, if it is failed, we can able to see here. If it is success, we can able to see it. Now click on the destination here. Once you click on the destination, we can able to see the object is going to sit in my bucket. Object is going to sit in my bucket. Okay. Yes, I can see some questions. So can we get list of contents that we are covered in this course? Please wait 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to explain what are the tools we're going to cover, what are the services we're going to cover. So everything in this particular course curriculum, I will explain after 10 minutes. Okay. Sir, any specific type of format files like PDF, etc. to upload? So it is like, unformatted, guys. If you want to upload any kind of data, any kind of files, we can able to upload and we can able to store in Inspector. We can able to store Inspector SD storage. So we can add more files. Yes, it is unlimited storage. If you want to add 5 TB, yes, you can able to upload. If you want to add 500 GB, yes, you can able to upload. There is no restriction for at all because it's a paid service. How much data you're going to store? For that, we need to pay the amount. Okay. How can we share this storage to the public? What is the link you to share the external people? Yes, I'm going to show you just give a few seconds now. I will show you how can we access now. Okay. See here, we uploaded this particular object. Now, this object everyone want to access. If this want to access this particular object, what we can do is nothing but we just need to click on the object name. Just click on the object name. Once you click on the object name here and go to here, we can see the object URL. What is my URL here? Uniform resource locator. For example, you're going to deploy any kind of project. I mean to say any kind of application in the server. So definitely, if you want to access the particular application, we have to provide this particular URL. Same thing here also. If you want to access this particular object, we have to access to the URL. That is nothing but a uniform resource locator. See now, once you just copy this object URL, go to the new browser and just Control V here. Once you just press Control V, and we can able to see the text document over here. We can see the text document over here. Now just I'm going to share this particular URL in the chat box, and we can able to check everyone whether you can able to access or not. See here, I shared my this object URL in the chat box, and let me know, are you able to see my the just check and let me know, are you guys able to access this particular information, whatever I just given access to you all? Anyone trying to access my object? Let me, yes, let me change my settings here, everyone. Okay, now just going to share the link here. Now just access my link now. I hope everyone can able to see the link now. Yes. 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 If you are different part of the people, the world. If you're in Australia, if you're in US, if you're in India, if you're in Andhra Pradesh, if you're in Telangana, so wherever you are, we all can able to access the object, whatever we just upload in this particular S3 bucket. Okay, that is what. How can we upload the objects? Yes, able to get the file. Yes, that's fine. The great. This great, guys. Great. Thank you so much for responses. Okay. Now, for example, I want to deploy in a small application. I want to deploy a small application in the S3 bucket. Let me show you how can we deploy small application in my S3 bucket. Okay. Now let's go to here. Now I'm just going to the bucket name. Okay. If we'll go to the bucket here, this is my bucket name, Moodle 2021. If we'll go to the properties here, once you go to the properties, we will go down. There is an option we can call as static website hosting. Okay, we can able to deploy a static website on my S3. See, what is the difference between a static website and a dynamic website? Okay, when you study about any concept, we have to know about the in-depth knowledge on any particular in the word. See, what is the word we are using here? The static website. Okay. See now, let me explain what is my static website and a dynamic website. See now, this is let me explain first a dynamic website. After that, I will discuss about a static website. See, what is meant by static website here? See, static website is nothing but, see, for example, this is my laptop. This is my laptop or personal computer, whatever it may be. So I want to access some particular application. Let me, for example, I want to access my Facebook application. So where actually the Facebook application is got deployed, it is deployed inside the server. This application deployed inside the server. So this is like a Facebook server. Let's assume this is a Facebook server. So as of now, it is changed to Meta. Let's see. This is a Facebook server. Now, once I open my Google Chrome here, once I open my Google Chrome, let's say you're going to open the Google Chrome like a www.google.com. Once you open this google.com, and here inside that, once you enter this Facebook login. So once you enter the Facebook login here, so automatically the page is going to reflect on your web browser. As soon as you're going to click on this Facebook web login, it is going to send the request to this particular server. It is going to send the request to the Facebook server. Inside this Facebook server, actually they deploy this application, Facebook application. Okay. So once we send the request automatically, so this response will respond our request and we're going to get the response. So when you're going to send the request and you're going to get some response from the server, that we can call it as a dynamic website or dynamic hosting. See now, I'm going to here. I just wanted to log into my Facebook account. Let me try to log in here. Once you try to Facebook login here, and we can see as soon as just click on the Facebook login, these are the things we can able to see here. We can see Facebook login, and we can see Facebook Live, Facebook videos, Facebook Marketplace, photo stream, all these things. And once I click on this login to live, live on Facebook. So here, once you click on this link, it is going to see this. This is the sign up page. Now I have already account. I want to log into my account. Just click on already and I have account here. So from where it is going to fetch the page here, this page is already fetching from the server, because what are the application we can able to see here? This application already they deployed inside the web server. Now we can see this email address. Let me give some random email address. Okay. Let me give this Murali Social 123. I'm going to give some wrong password here. Once I provide any wrong password, so what is going to be happen? See, once you click on login here, once you click on login, what is the error message you're going to get here? The password that you have entered, it is incorrect. How we can know that? What? How can we the server knowing that it is password is incorrect? And based on what factors it deciding that my password is incorrect? Because when you're going to when you're going to sign up, that time usually we're going to give the username and password, your first name, everything. See, username and password, and after that we just provide this no racer email address, whatever it may be. What are the details you're going to give? This all the details you're going to store in Spectre database server inside the Facebook server. Okay, so based on what are the values you're going to provide here, these values are going to map with your database server. Once it is going to map with the username and password, then only we can able to allow inside the Facebook page. Now, this is what we can call as a dynamic website. That means you are getting some response from the server. The static website is nothing but it's like a blogs, guys. We know that blogs, right? For example, I want to write my blog. For example, we have Naresh IT Technology. So once you go to this Naresh IT here, Naresh IT. So here, this is my official website of Naresh IT. So here, this we can see some static web pages are there, some dynamic web pages are there. Now here, once you click on all courses here, we can see what are the courses we are going to offer to the Naresh IT. So once you go to here, the software training, we can see the classroom training, online training, and weekend training, corporate training. Once you click on the online training, we can able to see only the information. You can't able to get any response from the server. That we can call it as a static website. Static website is nothing but you're not going to get any response from this particular server. Dynamic website is nothing but you're going to get some response from the server. That is what the difference, basic difference between a static website and dynamic website. Now I want to deploy a static website inside the S3. How can you do that? So you want to do that particular thing. What is the first thing I need to do? I have to create a web pages. I have to create a web pages. We can use HTML and we can use CSS, cascading style sheet, hypertext markup language, which help us to create a web pages. You want to learn HTML, CSS? No, it doesn't require. Okay, so I'm just showing with help of the Google. I'm going to deploy some application over here. Now I'm going to let's say I'm going to copy some source code here. Now let me take one single page. Let's see. Go to here, w3schools.com. Once you go to w3schools.com, we can see different applications here. So I have a social login form. So this is the output. So I want to deploy the small application inside my S3 storage. See, try yourself here. Once you click on the try yourself, what I can do is nothing but I'm going to copy all the source code. I'm going to copy all the source code. Just click on copy here. Now what I can do is nothing but I'm just going to here Notepad++, and after that I'm going to click on here file, the new. Okay, Control V. I'm going to save this file. Go to click on save here. I'm going to save this file on let me save in my DevOps folder. Okay, let me explain DevOps folder here. I'm going to save with the name called index.html. Okay, this is my web page name. I'm going to save over here. Just click on save here. It is already exist. Yes. Do you want to replace? Yes. Okay. This is the static web page I'm going to create. Now again, you want to create some error web page. Why? Because if the website is not working properly, so automatically you have to get response from the server. So for example, you have some technical issues, your server is not working, all these things. Definitely you have to get response from the website. That time you have to get to this error.html page. What I can display is nothing but trying to deploy a static website, but there is a technical problem we are facing. So these are the two pages I'm going to deploy inside my storage. Okay, just go to here. Once go to your AWS account, the bucket, whatever you're going to create it. Now, this is my bucket. What is the bucket name here? Murli 20221 is my bucket name. Go to your buckets here. Is everyone facing same issue? Is my voice is not audible to everyone? Yes, audible. Okay, fine now. Okay. Now here we just click on the bucket name here. Once you click on the bucket name, and here we can see the upload option, right? Once you click on the upload, we need to upload this particular HTML documents. Okay. Go to here, go to the DevOps here. Now we have like, index.html page. Okay. Now select this index.html file. Just click on open here. Once you click on open, and here we just go to the permissions, and we need to, set the grant public read access. Just click on I understand risk of grant public read access. Click on upload. It is going to upload this object. Okay. Once it is upload this object, now same thing. You just need to upload the error.html file also. See guys, you whatever you are going to use, you are going to use any images, or you are going to use some other HTML pages. You are going to link to this particular website. All the pages we need to upload inside the bucket. Okay. Now just click on the upload here. Once you click on the upload, we just need to upload this particular error.html file also. See, go to here. I'm going to upload this error.html file also. Go to the permissions here and just click on grant public read access. And just understand the risk of grant public read access here. Now click on the upload. Okay. It is going to upload this error.html page also. See, successfully we upload these two pages, one.index.html and error.html. Now go to the properties here. Once you go to the properties here, now we have option to deploy a static website. Here we just need to click on edit here. See, it is disabled. Now I'm going to click on edit here. I just want to enable this particular option. See, it is disabled. I just need to enable this option. Click on the enable here. Once you click on the enable here, we can see we need to specify the home page name, and we need to specify the error.html page. Okay. So it may be index.html page, it may be home.html page, whatever it may be, but all the pages is going to link to this particular home page. Okay. See, if you go to any website, for example, if you go to ICICI Bank, so all these pages we can able to see inside the home page. So here I'm going to log into ICICI Bank, the website. Once you go to the website here, this whatever you can able to see as soon as you log into ICICI Bank, this what we can call it as a home page of the website. From this particular home page only, I can able to redirect to account section. I can able to redirect to record section. I can able to redirect to loan section. I can able to redirect to invest section. I can able to redirect to insurance section. Now, see, for example, I want to go to the card section. How can we go here? Just click on the card section. If I'm using the credit card, if we want to do the debit card, we just click on the debit card here. Once you click on the debit card here, I can able to go to debit card section here. Okay, that's what we can call it as a home page now. So here also we have to mention the home page name. I have mentioned we have two pages as of now. I just mentioned index.html here. And what is the name here? We just need to mention the error.html page. So why we require error.html page? In case if you are facing any issues, technical issues, we are just passing some information to the customers. The customers can able to understand why the server has been down. That is the reason only we just need to mention index.html page and error.html page. Now just go to here. Now click on the save changes. Once you click on the save changes, it's got successfully saved the changes. Now, how can we access this static website? How can I access my static website? If you want to access the static website, we just go down here and we just go to the bucket endpoint URL here. See, when you configure your bucket as a static website, the website is available at the AWS region specific website endpoint, the bucket name. So this is my URL here. Once you copy my URL and go to here, the new tab, and just press Control V here, I can able to see my index.html page over here. See, the application got successfully deployed. I can able to access my application over here. See, if I'll enter here username, let's see I'm going to enter some username and I'm going to get some password. Let's say I'm going to enter some password. Just click on login. It is going to get any response? No, you're not going to get any response. So that is the reason only we can call it as a static website. Okay. So this is how we can able to deploy. This is how we can able to deploy any application inside a static website inside the S3 bucket. Okay. This is how we can able to see many practical things in our real, the daily basis classes. So I hope you guys understood this concept. If you have any questions, you can ask me questions in chat box so that I can able to answer your questions. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. See, one more thing I want to share. Okay. See, what are this bucket endpoint URL? I'm just accessing here. So once I just provide this chat box, let me check. Are you able to access everyone the same application? Yes. I have provided the URL in the chat box and check and let me know. Are you guys able to access my website? Say, I don't know about the when batch is going to start November 22nd. Really, I don't know about that batch. Okay. See, if I'm going to take any batch, okay. See, my teaching will be always the same. If I'll go to any, I'm going to take any batch with Naresh IT. If I'll go to any other institute also, my approach always will be 20% theoretically and 80% more into the practical knowledge I want to give the students. So because you're just trusting on us and you're coming to here and we want to build your careers. That is what my motive and behind the training session. Okay. See, what is the use of uploading application S3 storage? So this is the option they have given the S3 properties, and we have to utilize this option here. When you want to upload your application on any other services, we have different kinds of application servers we have, and we have different types of web servers we have. If you want to upload any your application in different servers, yeah, yes, you can go ahead and upload. Okay, and we can see. Can we change the URL endpoint that we'll discuss? So can't see you the URL. I hope you know. I hope everyone can able to see my URL, right? I'm just sending now. Check. Are you guys able to see my URL? Yes, fine. Now this can you share the syllabus and fee structure? Definitely, my admin team will contact you. They will share the syllabus and also they will tell about the fee structure as well. Okay. And also, I hope my admin team will share the fees details in the chat box. Please share the admin details. Yes, uh, admin team, can you please provide your contact details and fees structure over here in the chat box? Will you host the website in DevOps jobs? See, we are just uploading a static website. If we use the DevOps here, there we are going to use application servers. We have a Tomcat, JBoss, and Leno, WebLogic, and we have different kinds of application servers. We're going to show you how we are going to deploy a dynamic website inside the application server. How can we access and how can we automate the things? And we are going to discuss everything in the DevOps tools. Okay. Sir, what is the difference between a static website and dynamic? I hope already explained this concept. Okay. Now, please share the admin details contact. They will share soon. Yes, able to get the web pages fine. That's great. So when we'll start the paid classes, sir? It's maybe going to be start tomorrow. So already we have covered 3 demo classes. Okay. Sir, his website is recording creating AWS account. So once we create AWS account, then only we can able to access this S3 service. That is the show. And from tomorrow, we're going to start how to create AWS account, why we have to go with the cloud, and what are the services we're going to learn. Each and everything we're going to discuss in the tomorrow session. Okay. What topics of DevOps are going to be covered? I will explain now. Okay. Will you cover AWS services? Yes, I'm going to cover this AWS and services as well. Can you please paste the earlier demo class link here? Okay. Sure. Just request admin team. They will share the demo class link and also they will provide the contact details. So I hope admin team can able to provide all the details to students here. Okay. Okay. So fine. Let me explain what are the tools we are going to cover in this particular DevOps. Okay. It's very important. Now, just I hope you guys able to see my screen. So what are the tools we are going to cover here? What are the tools we are going to cover? So let me explain. The first is nothing but a Git here. Git is nothing but a source code management tool. So which helps us to store all the source code, what the development team they're going to write. So as a DevOps engineer, you're going to take care about your repositories. You're going to take care about your merging, and also you're going to take care about all the things with the Git here. So we are going to cover it up. Git is a source code management tool. After that, we are going to use discuss about Maven. Maven is a build tool basically. So you want to convert your entire source code into the packages. So you want to compile the source code. We have to use this tool called as a Maven tool. Now, so we are going to discuss about a Docker here. So Docker is nothing but a containerization tool which help us to create a containers, and inside the containers we are going to deploy any kind of applications, and also we'll discuss about what is the Docker images, how can we write a Docker file, all this. Today also I attended one interview. So they also asked me what are the steps you are going to follow to write a Docker file and what are the commands you're going to use. Okay, it is very easy, nothing to worry about. And also we're going to learn about Kubernetes here. So Kubernetes, we're going to cover it up 14 sessions. It is not like other institutes. We're going to cover the basic things and we can say tata bye bye. No. I'm going to teach you from, from starting to in-depth level. And we're going to teach you about the clusters, pods, deployments. And also I will discuss about what is a master node, how can we create replica sets, how can we use AML scripting to create pods here, all these networking concepts, everything we're going to cover it up in this particular Kubernetes. Okay. Now, after that, we are going to cover it up, SonarQube. SonarQube is nothing but, code quality tool. I mean to say, if you want to check the code quality, we're going to use this particular SonarQube. After that, we're going to discuss about Nexus. What is Nexus here? Nexus is nothing but artifact repository, which helps us to store all the artifacts. That is called as the Nexus is artifact repository. And I'm going to cover it up, the concept called the Jenkins here tool. What is the Jenkins here? Jenkins is nothing but, it is a continuous integration, continuous deployment tool. If you want to automate this entire DevOps lifecycle, so you want to pull the code, you want to build it, you want to test the application, you want to deploy in the production server. So if you want to do it, all these activities by automation, how can we do all these things? Okay, that is where we are going to discussing about here automation with help of Groovy scripting. Okay, and also we're going to cover it up here declarative scripting. So we'll teach you how to write a dynamic pipelines with help of the Groovy scripting and declarative scripting. So guys, those days are gone. When you want to use a Fleet style job, you want to use a Maven style job, those days are gone. Now you want to learn about the scripting. Once you have a good experience in the scripting, then only you can able to hire some other different companies. Okay. Now we are going to discussing about Ansible here. And in Jenkins, I'm going to teach you how to test the application with the Selenium. And also I will teach you how to use the, JUnit plugin, how to use Selenium plugin, JMeter, all these plugins I will tell you how to integrate and how to test your application. Okay. And here I'm going to discuss about Terraform, Terraform Ansible. Ansible is nothing but a configuration management tool. And also it is called as infrastructure as a code, infrastructure as a code, IAC. So we'll tell you, we are going to discussing about here AML scripting. If you want to automate the things, we're going to see how can we automate the things, okay, with help of the AML scripting. Now, also we're going to discussing about Terraform, okay, Terraform. We're going to discussing about infrastructure as a code. So here we're going to tell you about how to set up infrastructure and AWS with help of the Terraform. After that, we're going to cover it up, Tomcat server, okay, Apache Tomcat server. And also we're going to discuss about the JBoss, different kinds of servers. How can we integrate with the Jenkins? How to deploy all these applications over here. Okay. And also we're going to cover it up, the tool called as a Chef also. Chef also we're going to cover it up in the configuration management tool. Okay. And here, once we complete this, all the DevOps tools, once we complete all these DevOps tools, and we are going to discuss about Linux commands here. Okay. Linux also we're going to explain, and also we're going to teach you the shell scripting, and also we're going to teach you about shell scripting. So once you've done this particular, we're going to discuss about AWS. So in AWS, we're going to cover EC2 service and S3 service, and we're going to cover it up for VPC, and also we're going to discuss about IAM. We're going to discuss about SNS here, simple notification service, and also we're going to cover it up for load balancers. Okay. Load balancers, and also we're going to cover it up auto scaling concepts. So how can we automatically scale up your servers? That also we're going to cover it up auto scaling concepts, and also we're going to cover it up CloudWatch. Okay, and we're going to cover it up ODS. Okay, and we just discussing about root S3. So these are the services we are going to cover it up in this particular AWS concepts. Okay. Apart from that, I'm going to cover 5 real-time projects. 5 real-time projects. Okay. And also we're going to cover, interview preparations. Okay. Resume preparations. And also we'll provide the interview wise, tool wise interview questions. Questions. Okay, this is what the complete course structure. This is what the complete course structure. Okay, first we are going to cover this AWS services. After that, we are going to discuss about Linux here. After that, we are going to discuss about all the DevOps tools. Okay, it is like a 2.5 months, 3 months course. Okay, because we don't want to rush to complete the syllabus. As I mentioned that we want to build your careers. We want to build your careers as a NIDAS IT technologies, and so then only we are going to get the good name. So if you're going to collect the fees and we're going to rush towards the syllabus, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, let me read out the questions here. Yeah. Yes, we'll take all the questions. Yeah, from here. How can you get recording lessons? Already my admin team shared the recording links in this particular chat box. You can able to access the recordings over there. Okay. Are you going to explain any real-time project scenarios, how they will handle the low regions and as well as broad regions? See, this is already explained. I'm going to cover this real-time projects as well. And so I'm working as a lecturer. It's good. Since 8 years. Now I want to join IT. It will get through the DevOps. Guys, I'm telling honestly, definitely we have a great market, DevOps. I don't want to show you my Gmail, but so if you're not believing, I can show you the Gmail. Okay. So as today also I got interview call because each and every day they have a lot of openings in a IT industry for a DevOps engineer. See here, today also there is a one of the company, they want to train their student, they want to train their employees on the cloud. See, we have AWS and Azure and GCP. I am just going to cover all these topics with this particular client because there is a good demand for clouds nowadays. Everything is a cloud. If you go to any organization, so the cloud is existed everywhere, DevOps existed everywhere. That is the reason only all these particular the clients, they want to train their employees on the cloud. Okay. See, if you go to here, like this is the requirement for the Wipro. I will go to any particular email. See, for example, I'm going to open this another. See, we have another client. I have all this client interaction with corporate training because I'm working as a corporate trainer as well, because I know how the marketing is currently right now. See, we have to go to any particular. See, this is also Wipro is a client. Okay, they want to train their students on this particular cloud. See here, what is the client here? The client is a Wipro. This offline is a Bangalore. It's already done. So I went and just I teach all the DevOps concept over there. See, if you go to everywhere, if you go to this particular, the Mindtree also they have trained their students on this particular cloud. See, that is the reason only. See, DevOps is who is the fresh batches. That means who are the college passers, they want to train their students and their employees on this particular DevOps. That is the reason only there are more requirements for DevOps. Don't worry about once I'm done with course, can I get the placements or not? Don't think about. Just try to concentrate, learn the concept, build your skill set. Once you have the good skill set, nobody can stop you. Mark my words, nobody can stop you. If you go with the join as a fake experience also, the skill is matter. Who doesn't have a skill set that they're going to fire in any IT company? So once they're going to join without skill set, so somebody people what they can do is nothing but they will go with a proxy, they'll got a job, but they don't have any concept knowledge. So what they will do, tell that once I join any company, so they will give 2 months of time so I can learn the course. It is not like that. You have to learn first of all, and you have to build your skill set. You have to attend your own interview. You should not go with any proxy. I'm telling again, don't go with a proxy. You have to build your skill set and you have to attend your own, and you have to crack your interview. That is what my intention. My students want to be like that. Okay. And here we can see I have my support team has provided all the details here. And what is the bank details, how much fees they're going to collect here, all the information over here. And here see what language we use to write the scripting. And we can use Java for is it? No, we are not going to use Java is a programming language. It is not a scripting language. There is a difference between a scripting language and programming language. Okay. With a programming language, we can build applications, any kind of applications. With a scripting, we just need to automate the things. We just need to automate the things with the help of the scripting. That is the reason only Python also comes under where the scripting only. Okay. In real time, complete process will be in the cloud platform only. Will you train the same on the way, or you will be trained on local storage and local missions? See, guys, if you're going to join as a DevOps engineer, everything you have to execute on the cloud. Okay. Apart from that, I'm going to explain one project. How can we set up on your Windows machine? How can you do it? Okay. So, but more examples and more practice we're going to do on the cloud. Okay. If we'll take Git, if we'll take Jenkins, if we'll take SonarQube, if we'll take Nexus, I'll tell you how to configure on the cloud. How can you use all these particular tools over there? Okay. Yes. Hi, sir. Yes. This is Naresh IT admin. Uh, okay. Fine. Okay. Thank you very much for this hint. Yeah. So we are not going to use any languages. We're going to use the scripting over here. Okay. The fine here. And yes, fine. Sir, I'm from electrical engineering background. See, guys, if you are irrespective of your branch, if you are from degree, if you are from EC background, if you are from CSC background, if you are from CS civil background, whatever it may be, we can only have a zeal to learn. If we have a zeal to learn, you have hardworking nature. So we are here to help you. We are here to help you because I'm going to teach you from zero knowledge to advanced level. If you don't know ABC on IT also, doesn't matter. Okay. I will going to start from the basics to advanced level. And also I will tell you what websites you need to refer and you want to become expert. Okay. That assurance I can give it because already my students got placed successfully. They are successful in the IT market. Okay. Because if they lay off also, they're not laid off. They're still working on Tech Mahindra. They're still working on Dutch Bank and Capgemini, Cognizant, all these companies. Okay. This course is for full stack Java students. No, guys, it is not full stack Java students. Okay. And see, this is the admin team contacts. Okay. So please, they are informing that. So Rajesh, your admin team, try to clear the fees payments by tomorrow 5 p.m. We are closing the batch tomorrow, last demo tomorrow. So we have one more tomorrow demo session. And if you want to know about my skill set, if you want to know about my teaching skill, please attend tomorrow demo session. If you believe on my skill set, please join, enroll the quiz. Definitely, I can help you out and I will build your career. Okay, that's what I can give it. Okay. See, if you have any questions, please contact this WhatsApp number. They can help you out. Okay. So I'm going to paste in the screen also. This is the contact number of my admin team. So please go ahead and contact with this number. Okay. I'm going to mention WhatsApp number over here. Please make a note this WhatsApp number. So if you have any concerns and if you have any queries, please contact my admin team. They'll help you out. Okay. Regarding your fee or if you required any old demos already, I think they have shared the links. So please take the links and watch the previous 2 demo classes also. Okay. So can we cover DevOps first and then AWS? Because so my intention is to, we want to deploy all the tools on the cloud. If you don't know anything ABC in the AWS, how can you deploy all the tools on the DevOps, all the DevOps tools on the cloud? It is, it is impossible. That is the reason only. So as a trainer, I have a wrap-up plan. Okay, which one I need to teach first, and after Linux, after that we are going to discuss about this DevOps tools. Okay, see, first 20 classes all will be AWS services and Linux sessions. After that, everything we are going to spend on the DevOps tools. Okay, don't worry about that. Yes. Okay. So it is a full stack Java developer. Again, I'm telling it is not a full stack Java developer. Okay. Hi, Rajesh. Can you explain with or without videos? What is that? Okay. See, without video feeds is nothing but If you want to attend only the sessions, if you want to only attend the live sessions, it is the some different fees. And if you want to, you know, recording videos as well, there is the different charges they're going to charge. Okay. Yes. Yeah. And will you provide the course complete certificates? So yeah, you can contact this admin team contact number. They will help you out whether they are going to provide the course complete certification. Okay. So we contacted many times to admin, but he doesn't respond since 4 days. Sorry for that. Okay, please. I will ask him to. I'm asking him to, contact you back, or else you can just give a call or just leave a message in the WhatsApp. They'll get back to you. Okay. Please communicate him by the very silent not to respond to the students. I'm telling extremely sorry for that. If it is not responding, definitely just leave a message in WhatsApp. He is not going to pick up the call. Definitely will come back to you. Okay. That's what you need to do that. Yeah. So this is what we can call it as a this online link. Again, I'm just pasting over here this link. If anyone required this link, also go with this particular link. Okay, I'm engineering background. In 2016, past or present, I'm working.